enemy has only images and illusions, behind which he hides his true motives. Destroy the image, and you will break the enemy.
Einstein? You can call it the art of fighting without fighting.
The art of fighting without fighting? Tell me some of it.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome into the Box 8 Boys podcast. Welcome back. We are doing a March Madness movie bracket with the boys. We got down 32 of the best movies out there. All movies we've seen and pretty much everybody else has seen. So we just wanted to break those down and, come up with the best movie that we can come up with. So to do this, I am joined, of course, by the man up here. That's Jake, aka at King Sanchez. Follow him on Twitter, man.
What's up, baby? Let's get this March Madness bracket going, baby.
Let's go. All right. That's gonna settle it once and for all. And also helping us is the Ostman at OstmanBSB. Follow him.
Yeah, man. How you guys doing today? How you guys doing? You guys ready to rate some movies and March Madness? Be mad in March?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm always mad
Beautiful.
in March, dog.
So we're we got 32 movies, boys. So it's quite a bit. 32 movies. So we're not gonna have time to debate all these movies. I just wanted to put them in a way that made for interesting matchups. So I did put together the bracket. We're going to go through on the first round, and we're not going to have any debates. We don't have time for this shit, all right? And the first round should be the easiest to get through. So we're just going to, no debate. You just put your vote in. Just give us your vote. We'll move on to the next round, and then I'll give the update to the rules in round 2. Sound good?
Yep. Let's do
All
it.
right.
Sir.
Let's start this up. So, sorry for my people on Spotify, Apple, and Google, or any just podcast listeners. We're going to have the screen on most of the time. I am. But we will keep you guys updated with what we're talking about and stuff. So, you should be able to follow along quite easily. All right, boys. Round 1 matchup. This is going to be very interesting. We got in the first match, Avatar versus Gladiator.
I vote Avatar.
All right.
Gladiator.
You got Avatar?
Yeah.
Jake, what
Avatar.
you got, man? You got Avatar too?
Avatar.
All right. I'm going to do the same thing, man. Bam. Avatar's
Bam.
moving on to round 2.
Avatar beat
All right.
Gladiator.
There we go. Unanimous decision. Now we'll go on to our next match, Goodfellas, right? And Paranormal Activity.
I think I'm gonna be misperceived for this one and whatever. I'm going Paranormal Activity.
All right. I'm going Goodfellas. Jake?
I'm gonna go Paranormal Activity.
Oh, we just got canceled.
All right.
Look at that.
Bam, Paranormal Activity with the upset.
Fuck.
Taking out Goodfellas.
Everyone hates
at the
Paranormal Activity,
top.
huh?
I know it's a good movie though. Like I like the whole.
Well, us choosing Paranormal Activity over Goodfellas is probably blasphemy in like 90% of Americans.
That's all right, man. This is our movie bracket.
Yeah,
man.
fuck
It's
you guys.
Box
Make
Day
your own
Boys.
bracket.
Yeah.
Send us your
Get
own
your own
movies to put on a
podcast
bracket.
and make your own bracket if you hate that.
We love Paranormal Activity.
All right. Matchup number 3, we got The Matrix. Now, for people out there, we're only considering like trilogies, so there might, be
didn't see the
spin-offs
new
and
one
all this
anyway.
other stuff. We're only debating the first 3 movies of each of these genres, all right? So we got The Matrix and Apocalypto.
I'm going Apocalypto.
Yeah, I'm going Matrix.
Okay. Damn. These are two of my favorites, honestly.
Me too.
For real.
Matrix is a classic. I
If
love
Matrix loses in the first round,
Matrix
that's
is just
crazy.
so cold, dog. It's just
It
so
is,
cold.
man.
But Apocalypto
Apocalypto
was
is
just that
sick.
But
crazy.
Apocalypto
That's a
is
sick ass
so good.
movie.
I'm going Apocalypto, man.
Oh, there you go. Goodbye, Matrix. Goodbye,
is
Goodfellas.
out in the first round. Wow. All right, let's go to matchup number 4. We got The Godfather. A lot of people consider this the greatest trilogy ever, man. Versus Inception, one of my favorite Leo movies.
Godfather, easy clap. Next round.
Godfather. Yep. You have to agree, man. All right. Let's go on to the next part of the bracket. We got Pulp Fiction versus Jaws.
Oh, Pulp Fiction, easy clap.
Pulp Fiction?
Yeah.
I got Pulp Fiction as well. All right. Next on the bracket, we've got Boys in the Hood versus It.
Boys in the Hood.
I'm going to say
And I'll consider the old It and the new It.
And the third
Since
It.
it is
The
two
third.
movies.
What about the second old It and the third and the second new hit It? God damn. Should have broke my brain a little bit.
Was there a second old It?
Yeah.
No, it was just the one movie.
Oh.
But they made the new one.
I remember seeing that
movies.
for like a bug. Wasn't he like a bug?
That was the new second one.
That was the old second one too. I remember seeing that back in the day. I don't think I saw the new second It.
I'd pick Boys in the Hood anyway.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, It. We don't want to talk about you no more.
Huh.
All right. Training Day versus The Mummy.
Training
Now,
Day.
The Mummy had some very good scenes, or a lot of good like classic battle scenes and stuff.
That's a sick movie.
It is a very
that's
good
like
I'm
my
going to go with
childhood.
Mummy.
I'm going Training Day.
I'm gonna go Training Day. I just can't go against that movie. That's one of my favorite of all time.
It's such a sick movie.
Yeah, it sucks that The Mummy had to run into it in round 1, but
No.
there's a lot of good matchups in this whole tournament, so it's gonna happen.
L's in the
Easy.
comments for The Mummy.
Yeah. All right. Next up, Django Unchained on E.T.
Django.
I'm going Django. Yeah, fuck E.T.
Yep, let's do it. Django Unchained, man. One of the best Tarantino movies there ever was.
That's one of the best movies ever. That movie's sick.
Yeah. All right. Now, on the second half of our bracket, we're starting on the second half of the bracket. Book of Eli versus Dodgeball. Classic comedy. One of the best classic comedies I've ever seen.
Book of Eli, just a preface, is my favorite movie, so we might see some bias, but Book of Eli, easy clap. Next.
All right, Jake.
Book of Eli.
Book of Eli, I agree. All right. Next up, The Dark Knight. So we're considering The Dark Knight series by Christopher Nolan. Yep. Versus Seven. One of the
This
best
is such a
thrillers of all
bullshit
time.
one. Seven is a great movie. That movie is
That is.
sick. But The
Dark
Dark
Knight was
is
the
easy clap.
best Batman movie, like Batman.
It's one of the
Yeah.
best movies ever.
Yeah,
Like, that's one of the best
Heath
movies
Ledger.
ever.
Yeah.
Even like
Ledger
Bane
was
was sick.
amazing. And then Kevin Spacey is fucking piece of shit as he is. He was fucking incredible in that movie in Seven.
Yeah, that movie is sick. If you guys never seen Seven, go watch it. That movie is insane. That movie is nuts.
That movie's tight, but I'm going Dark Knight.
Me too. You have
I
to.
am too.
It just sucks. I just wish Seven would have
Yeah,
stuck
me
around
too.
a little bit longer.
All right, we're
Those
going
guys
to the
play
next
with
round. Saving Private Ryan and 300.
300.
Fuck, Saving Private Ryan has so many like just classic all-time scenes in it.
Their whole the whole scene at the end where they take on like that big ass militia group of Germans is just like that shit's crazy. And the fucking German guy comes up and
even just
stabs
that
the one guy.
beginning scene, like
The guy who
beginning scene-
stabs the American is the Nazi that they let go earlier.
Oh
In
yeah,
that little bunk.
that's nuts.
Uh-huh.
See, that movie is sick. Like, I remember when I first watched it, watching like in that beginning scene where that fool's holding his guts and shit. I was like,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
fuck.
yeah.
That shit blew my mind.
And the other guy walking around picking up his arm off the floor and stuff.
Yeah.
300 is just 300 is just such this is Sparta, obviously. I mean,
Yeah.
everyone does that anytime they fucking kick anything. I said that when I kicked my cigarette habit. So
I kicked that fall into the pit of abyss, dog.
I say 300.
Okay, yeah, how about 300 too, man? All right, that was a good one. Next up, we got Forrest Gump versus the Inglourious Bastards.
Oh damn! This
Inglorious.
I say Inglorious.
Forrest Gump is probably considered like one of the best movies of all time by most
I think it's one of the
people.
most memorable
I think-
movies of all time.
I think this one is going to be like, I don't know. I think a lot of people like Quentin Tarantino movies too, but like, I think that would be blasphemy to a lot of people to have Forrest Gump get knocked out in the first round.
This is so far. I think this is the hardest one we come across because
Yeah.
Inglourious Bastards is such a sick movie. Like
It's just so
tight.
good.
And who's that German dude that isn't like Django and all that shit?
Oh,
That is
the
the
doctor?
Jew killer on there.
Yeah.
That guy is one of the best actors I've ever fucking seen. That guy is insane. What's the name?
He plays
Christopher
his
something.
roles to a T.
Christopher Waltz, I think.
Christopher Waltz. But yeah, so like in Django, him being able to play the super anti-racist, and then in Inglourious Bastards play the super racist, like how he just looks at Jews like they're like mice or whatever.
Like a disease.
It's insane. Like it's insane the way that guy could act. I'm going Inglourious Bastards. That movie is too fucking sick.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Bastards.
All right. Let's try to get through these next ones a little faster. Joker, right? The Joaquin Phoenix Joker, and The Mask.
I gotta go
What?
Joker. That movie is
What?
just like, it's so mind crazy.
I'm going The Mask.
Oh man, you're gonna make me pick.
That's like
I didn't want
that's
to.
a cartoon. That's a cartoon in real life. That's what that is.
That's a genre they need to bring back, huh?
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, like that's like Looney Tune shit in real life, and it looks just like it. You know what I mean?
The Mask was like my favorite movie growing up too.
Me too. That was my all-time favorite. I'm going The Mask. But fuck, Joker is so sick. I say The Mask.
I'm gonna go The Mask. Fuck, that's like 51-49, dude. Like that's so close to me.
I agree. That's
All
a
right,
good movie.
God damn, let's just move on. I don't want to think about it no more. Kill Bill versus The Silence of the Lambs. Hannibal Lecter's ultimate movie.
I know.
One of the most iconic lines ever. If anybody ever says that line, like you know what it's from. Everybody's seen that. But another.
What's the line?
Tarantino
Another
classic.
Quentin Tarantino, man.
I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. Or
Oh
whatever.
yeah. Oh yeah. I thought it was it puts the lotion on.
That too.
It
Yeah.
puts the lotion on its skin.
Yeah. Or else he gets the hose again.
And would you fuck me?
Yeah.
Fuck me. With that being said, Kill Bill.
Yeah. All right. Damn. We're going to Kill Bill.
No,
huh?
that 5-second punch at the end, or that one punch that she gives that poo.
Yeah.
It's like if you take whatever steps, you're dead, and that poo just knows it. Oh,
Yeah. He just walks off and his heart explodes.
that is anime. That is anime in a movie. That
Yeah.
movie is fucking sick. Those movies are tight.
All right. We got The Wolf of Wall Street versus Fight Club.
This is a good one.
I'm going Wolf of Wall Street.
Me too. I'm going
I am
for
too.
Wall Street.
That's one of my favorite movies now too. I barely saw that like a little while ago, maybe like a year ago, and that's one
It's
of my
sick.
favorites now. No Country for Old Men and Ace Ventura, the ultimate opposites here.
I'm going Ace Ventura.
I'm going No Country for Old Men.
Damn it! I knew you were gonna do that.
That's the one with that food is the quarter, right?
Yeah, where he's flipping the
Yeah.
coin, or he tells the guy to pick which side of the coin to flip.
That guy is a good
That
actor
food is
too.
Nuts.
That dude's a
Yeah.
hell of a good actor. Like
That guy's sick.
I've seen a bunch of people be like, that's the most accurate portrayal of like a psycho. Like his acting is so good. But I gotta go Ace Ventura, man. I love that movie.
Me too.
That's
Such a
like,
good comedy.
yeah.
Jim Carrey is just such a good actor. That
He's
was
got
sick.
2 movies in the next round. They might meet up.
And he beat some good movies.
All
Maybe it's just
right.
biased. We love Jim Carrey here.
Yeah. All right. Let's start from the bottom this time.
Okay, I'm done.
All right.
All right,
And
round
what are the
2.
rules for round 2.
So the rules for round 2 are we're going to, I guess we've been talking about them a little bit anyway. So, but same thing, same amount of votes. We each get a vote in it. will allow a 30-second retort if your movie gets outvoted. How about that?
Okay, a rebuttal at the end,
Yes.
and try to convince the other two.
Yeah, we'll do that. All right. We're going to go The Wolf of Wall Street versus Ace Ventura.
We all know what it's going to be.
Ace Ventura?
Yeah.
Okay. I say that.
You can argue against it. Nobody's going to change their mind.
No,
we can skip past this, dog. Put the mask up there, put Inglourious Bastards, all that.
You think Wolf of Wall Street's better than Ace Ventura?
I don't know.
I think so. I like it. Wolf of Wall Street is just like a good, like...
It's sick. It's a
good
great movie.
Description of Wall Street, like how it was back then and like how they used to run that shit.
But that's what's that guy? What's that guy's name?
Jordan Belfort.
Yeah, like that's really his life, man.
Yeah, it's based off of his life. Nuts. Yeah. Like, if it was partying, if it was taking Quaaludes and driving home, thinking he was fine and shit.
Does the whole high conversation on the phone, that shit was like one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Shit is fucking nuts.
That movie is tight. No, but I just go Ace Ventura. That's too much. That's too iconic for me. There's too many.
You got The Wolf of Wall Street, Jake?
It's Ace Ventura.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll go Ace Ventura. All right, The Mask and Kill Bill.
I'm going The Mask.
Yeah.
I'm going The Mask. The Mask is too iconic.
I'm going Kill Bill.
Okay. You got 30 seconds, bro.
What you got, Jake? You got The Mask too?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'll do Kill Bill. That way we're not doing I'll do Kill Bill with you. That way we're not doing a Jim Carrey versus Jim Carrey to win.
I was down for the chaos. I'm with the shit. I'm
down
with
for the chaos and roadies, huh?
But okay, so I got 30 seconds for
you got 30 seconds. All right, you see the timer?
Okay. Yeah.
All right, ready? Go.
Yeah. Okay, so wait, is it going? Okay, so I think this is like Jim. You know, this is why everyone knows Jim Carrey because of this movie. I haven't met anyone that doesn't put this amongst their famous comedy movies. Jim Carrey, I think, is the perfect, funny guy in this movie, and like Laces Out Dan, everything in Africa, like that's just such a sick movie. I mean, Kill Bill has its moments, of course, but this is the classic comedy, I think, that everyone refers to in their mind when you hear comedy.
All right. You know what? Your thing convinced. Well, it wasn't your thing. I'm changing my vote. It's not because of your argument. I'm just changing my vote.
It was because of my argument, but
I was thinking about other shit like that factored in. Your argument was good though. All right. Anyway, 300 versus Inglourious Bastards.
Inglourious Bastards.
I say Inglourious Bastards. I
agree. That's part of the reason I changed from Kill Bill too. I was like, how many Quentin Tarantino movies are we gonna have in the end here?
It's gonna be Quentin Tarantino versus
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
All right, next up. Oh, this one's gonna be fucking rough. The Book of Eli and The Dark Knight.
I'm going The Dark Knight.
I'm going Book of Eli.
I'm going The Dark Knight. All right. 30 seconds. Ready? Go.
Okay.
Press that restart button next to it.
It's my favorite movie, so fuck you. That's all I got. I mean, The Dark Knight is it's a great series. I mean, and if I was being completely honest, I think, Dark Knight claps Book of Eli, but Book of Eli is my favorite movie. And Denzel is he's so tight in that movie. And you don't even know he's blind until the very end. He knows the whole Bible in his head. I think Mila Kunis is very good in this movie. It's a very interesting world. It's an apocalypse. I like Book of Eli.
All right.
I just have a quick rebuttal. I think it's a great movie, but it would have done so much better as a show, showing like what happened to the world to when he got to the sanctuary to tell the world to relay the Bible.
Like they really need to flesh that flesh that world out. I think I agree. I mean, and it's The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight is one of the best trilogies of all time. So many good acting performances. I mean, it is Denzel, but at the end of the day, I agree with The Dark Knight. But Book of Eli is my favorite, so I had to go for it.
You gotta put on.
Yeah,
put on.
You gotta put on for it.
Put on for my hood.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we got Training Day and Django Unchained.
Fuck.
I'm telling you, man.
I want to go.
I'm going Training Day.
I'm going Django.
Oh, fuck you, Jake. I gotta make me choose between these, dog. Oh, man. All right.
This is a hard one. For real.
That is hard. These are two of my favorites ever.
They're just two good movies played by great actors. And they fill the role so perfect for these movies.
And and the thing about these movies too is I think they touch on dark parts of America that a lot of people don't know even exist, or that they don't like to acknowledge existed. You know what I mean? Like, because on Training Day, like, you got corrupt cops, you got gang banging, you got all that shit. That shit is real. That's how shit like that happens in America all the fucking time now. But Django, of course, racism as fuck.
Back in slavery, how they were treating slaves and what they would do to them, and how it's just the whole story of the past.
And Leo DiCaprio's Monsieur Candy, that food is fucking crazy in that movie.
And we said, that German food in there, that food was good.
You got Samuel L. Jackson, you got Christopher Waltz, you got Jamie Foxx. You like that? That has an all-star cast. But to me, Training Day is so sick.
You have Jonah Hill and you have the whole KKK scene.
Yep. Damn. Oh, this breaks my heart, but I'm gonna have to go Training Day, man. That's my pick. So who's on the one for Django? Jake?
Your boy.
All right. You got 30 seconds, sir. And it should be pretty easy. I don't know, man. You could probably convince me because I like both these movies a lot. All right, ready?
Yeah. I think it's a good movie. So it describes the freedom of one slave because he knows he's the bounty hunter's pretty much intel. And then the whole Mizur Candy, the whole fights club, what they sign up for, there's people getting eaten by dogs. Samuel Jackson plays the house slave fucking so well, and fucking Mizur Candy is just one amazing character that Leonardo DiCaprio's played.
I'm going Django.
Did you switch?
Yeah, because what made me think of it is just Django's story and how sick he becomes. He's the fastest gun in the West. That is sick. That boo is sick with the pistol. Oh yeah, and Samuel Jackson, he played that role perfectly of being the house slave. I'm going Django.
Ornery and ignorant.
I love Training Day, but I think Django is a more better made movie now that I think about it.
I think it's a better story.
All right. Django is moving on. Sorry, Training Day. Damn, Denzel's gone. All right.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Let me get an R.I.P. for Denzel.
I'll pull one out. You bitch made fool you punk ass bitch made something. What did he say?
One of my favorite quotes is you got a dick on both sides of our pockets and there's money. Pay the bill. That was sick. When I first saw that, I was like, oh, this was cold.
Oh fuck. All right. Anyway, let's move on because I'm gonna end up changing my fucking mind. All right. Pulp Fiction or Boys in the Hood.
Pulp
Fiction.
Yeah, I was gonna say this might be one of the easier ones in this round. Next up, we got Apocalypto and Godfather.
I'm gonna go. Hey, just to say, where the fuck is Scarface on this list?
Oh yeah, I thought we had Scarface.
Wow, we did. Man,
you should. I thought you were taking off E.T. for Scarface.
We should take off Jaws for Scarface.
Yeah, we should have.
We should have took off
Pulp Fiction though.
I think that would have been very close. Scarface is sick.
Yeah, Scarface is sick.
Well, okay. Honorable mentions Scarface.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's a great movie.
Next time.
Next time. Next year. All right.
Next year.
Godfather and Apocalypto.
I'm gonna go Godfather.
All right.
You going Apocalypto, Steve? Or you going? Oh, you going Godfather?
That's kind of
Godfather too.
Apocalypse is such a great movie, but Godfather's that's an
It's
easy
just
clap.
that's the
It's just
the
more
gold bar.
iconic.
That's why we all know who the fuck Al Pacino is.
For
Yeah.
real.
Or I guess Scarface too, but Godfather, like that made him, you know, a superstar.
It gave him the
immediately.
chance to be Scarface.
Yeah. All right. Avatar or Paranormal Activity.
Avatar.
Avatar.
All right. Avatar's moving on to the next round. All right. Let's take a break, guys. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 movies left.
Top 8.
Our top 8, our elite 8. So just a quick runoff for our people on Spotify. We got Avatar, Godfather, Pulp Fiction, Django, The Dark Knight, Inglourious Bastards, The Mask, and Ace Ventura.
The Jim Carrey Bowl, baby.
Yep. All right.
I love it. That's a good lineup right there. The 8.
Yeah, it's a good one. So we're gonna take a little break, and we will finish up the rest of this bracket in the second segment. Yeah, we love you. We love you all so much.
We'll be right back, babies.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm sorry for interrupting the broadcast, but I had to get your quick attention, all right? I got a homie. He makes these wonderful shirts. If you like this shirt I got going on, Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, as the White Man Can't Jump cover. When I saw this, I was like, I got to have that. So to get yours, you got to go to Lurk Designs, all right? That's lurkdesigns.bigcartel.com. Check out some of his work, man. I'm telling you, he makes the best graphics. And on top of that, the T-shirts are super comfortable. They're a great fit. Go check them out right now. I'm telling you. As soon as you're done with this podcast, go get you some Lurk, man, because you ain't right without it. All right, everybody, welcome back to segment 2. We are debating the Elite 8 of movies for March Madness. We got some bangers, man. Like, this is going to be really fucking tough. Do you guys have any idea who's going to win? Is there like somebody, like one of these movies you guys think you would put your money on to win it all?
Either Pulp Fiction or Ace Ventura. Or
I say,
do we do the Mask?
It'd be Inglourious Bastards versus Pulp Fiction, I think.
All right. Oh, man.
I think it's going to be Jim Carrey versus Quentin Tarantino.
It seems like it, huh? I don't know, let's see. So we got, Avatar. That's classic sci-fi. That's like one of the best grossing movies ever. Godfather is the most iconic movie ever, probably. Like, almost everybody in the whole world knows what fucking Godfather is. Pulp Fiction could be Quentin Tarantino's greatest movie. Damn, he's got Pulp Fiction up against Django.
Yeah.
You want to start there? Let's start there, man. Let's get one of these Tarantino movies out of here.
Hey, and I just want to say another honorable mention: Lord of the Rings.
Oh, that was a universe one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we had that on the original list. But
yeah, Lord of the Rings is a good one with like the whole fantasy
trilogy,
thing.
Huh?
What?
We could have just did the trilogy.
Yeah,
like
the first 3.
Trilogy. Yeah.
Because you're tying in Hobbit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and all the other stuff that they make.
I don't know if Hobbit adds too much to that, to its weight.
Not really, yeah. Yeah, I guess we could have. We'll do that in next year's March Madness bracket. We'll add Scarface. We'll add, what was the other one you said? Hangover.
Hangover.
There's a lot of movies that were left off.
Yeah, we're probably going to do a 64 movie bracket because during the break we were just sitting here bringing up all kinds of movies we forgot. So
next year will be bigger and better.
Yeah. All right. So let's start with the Tarantino Bowl, huh? Sound good?
Yep.
Okay. Pulp Fiction. All right, Pulp Fiction, man.
That's classic. That's the
Uma
classic.
Thurman, Bruce Willis,
John Travolta, Samuel Jackson,
the return of John Travolta. You know what I'm saying?
Rhames.
Like, he was gone from movies for the longest time until that movie.
I mean, I think this movie
Samuel
made
Jackson.
all these actors iconic. Like Uma Thurman back in those days was god tier actress. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She was sick. Her performance in there was sick.
The dance scene
really overdosed.
John Travolta is like super iconic, man.
And then
That
like the
was
whole Samuel Jackson's speech before blasting that fool.
And just like how everything ties into each other, you know, like they all like they're different stories, but they all intertwine, and like it's a beautifully written movie. I
And
think.
it
Tarantino did his
still has
motherfucking
one of
thing
the
on that one.
biggest. It has one of the biggest mysteries in the movie. What's in the fucking box? What's in the
Yeah.
suitcase?
A great debate. That's still
Everybody's
weighs on.
saying it's gold.
And it-
People are saying it's his soul. There's all kinds of theories.
Even
about
when
what's in there.
like when they go into the pawn shop in the basement, that shit was crazy. When I first saw that, I was
Oh,
like,
that gimp, huh?
Yeah.
That shit is nuts.
Yeah.
Pulp Fiction is just
yeah.
such an like it's beautifully written. It has the all-time great acting performances in it. That's a great movie. But
Yeah.
so is Django.
Yeah, Django's up there too. It's got amazing actors for the role it is. And
I think
nobody's
Quentin
scared to
Tarantino is really
step out.
racist because he knows how to write some racist ass shit.
Some real racist ass
Like
shit.
if you sit in the room with him and you hear his ideas, I'm pretty sure you're kind of offended. You're like, oh fuck.
You're like, you're gonna put that in a movie, dog? What the fuck is wrong with you?
And
then it works out.
the way he portrays violence is just it's sick.
It's
Like
raw.
he knows how to make things extra bloody, extra gory, but like not over the top. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's like perfect with it, where it's like it adds to the cinema. You know, it adds.
It's
to
like
the
beautiful
experience.
violence.
It's not just ridiculous and like gory for no reason.
Like the final showdown on Django, like when that fool just goes in there and starts busting everybody, that was such.
And how did you
badass
not
scene.
feel good watching Django kill a bunch of fucking racists? Like
Right?
that was like
With
the
the
ultimate like
music.
redemption. And he
Music
gets his
in the
wife, you
background.
know what I mean? And he
Yeah.
rides off with his wife as the best gun in the West. He dances on the horse to stun on foos. Like that was such a feel
Blows
good
up
ending.
the Miss Your Kent house and shit.
And just like, they could have walked out, but Christopher Waltz hated racism so much that he could not leave without killing Monsieur Candy. You know what I mean?
He
Like,
would
he
rather
had to.
die than shake that dude's hand.
Yeah,
For
exactly.
real.
And that's how cold that fool was. Like he already knew. He pulls out his little thing, pops him in the chest, and then he knew what was
Just
going to
looks
happen.
at Django, says, "I'm sorry," and just gets a fucking shotgun to the chest.
Well, he knew Django would win. You know what I mean? Like he knew
Yeah.
like what would happen. But yeah, he did not want to shake that man's hand.
Mm.
That's sick. These are two all time. Hats out to Tarantino, man. These movies are sick as fuck.
Yeah, it sucks that one of your movies got to get knocked out here, man. But
At least
it
his
is
name
what it
still
is.
going on.
This is why we do it. So what's your guys' vote?
I'm going Pulp
I'm going with
Fiction.
Django.
I'm going Pulp Fiction.
All right, I'm with
You
that
got
then.
it.
Let's move it up, baby.
Okay, you don't want to
Oh,
debate
those
it?
are no, those are just two
No,
good ass
not a
movies.
good- yeah.
Either one,
Either
I'm
way,
fine
huh?
with either one. Yeah.
All right. So we just did the Tarantino Bowl. I say we move on to the Jim Carrey Bowl. How does that sound?
I'm with it.
Okay.
Quarterfinals. The Mask. Cartoon in real life. Jim Carrey was born to play the Mask.
Heck yeah.
Just one of the best movies as a kid, man. Just growing up watching The Mask was. Oh man,
It was
that movie was
goated.
sick.
I mean, it's one of those movies that you could play for a kid and the kid would love it, and then you could play for like a grown ass adult. You know what I mean? Like I
It's
watched
timeless.
that when I was an adult. Yeah, and there's so many jokes. There's so many his acting performance. Like it's sick. You got Cameron Diaz in there. Like it's just sick. It's such a sick movie. It's one of those movies that you could watch over and over and over and over, and you could take something
You
new
don't get
from
tired of it.
it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't get tired of it. It's such a timeless movie.
But Ace Ventura is pretty much the same thing. Like I could watch
Yeah.
Ace Ventura on repeat too.
The only thing that Ace
Yeah.
Ventura I think has going for it over The Mask is that there is two of them. There's more of a body of work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like The Mask 2 with what's that, Jamie Kennedy or whatever, that movie was
Oh, I
straight.
forgot
Yeah,
that
they should have
movie
brought back
existed.
Jim Carrey for that.
They should have just ended that shit with the original The Mask. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They should have not tried to revive that. I mean, and I think that just goes to show how iconic the first one was, that they felt the need to bring it back. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
that movie was ass. The Mask 2 was straight ass.
Was it Son of the Mask or some shit?
Yeah, something was.
I think just for that, since we're splitting hairs, I'm just gonna have to go Ace Ventura, man.
I'm going The Mask.
Oh, fucking motherfuckers. I'm going The Mask.
All right.
It's just too iconic, man. Like, you think of Jim Carrey, you think of The Mask.
What about rebuttal? You got rebuttal?
I know. I feel the same way that Jake did about Tarantino, man. I love both those movies so much. I don't, one
I'm
or the
happy to
other
see
is-
either one of them
yeah.
go up.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Let's go Avatar and Godfather.
Godfather, easy clap. I believe Avatar had an easy way through this bracket. It was an easy bracket, so for Avatar, I'm surprised they made it this far.
You know, you're surprised Avatar made it this far?
Yeah, I mean, I love Avatar. It was such a great movie. The thing about Avatar, I mean, it was a beautiful movie. It was long as shit. I haven't seen the second one, but I'm just speaking purely based off of the first. I think it was there's so much hype behind it that I think the hype kind of overshadows the movie itself.
I will say the first time when I first saw Avatar, and granted I saw like IMAX like the first night or something like that.
That's when it was sick. It was made for that shit, like IMAX.
I remember thinking like this was the best movie I'd ever seen.
Yeah,
like it was sick when I first saw it. No, like
release date, IMAX
it's not
theater.
as good as some of these,
but like after I saw Avatar the first time, and I remember you telling me about the Avatar when it first came out, and I was like blown away by it, and like just the fact that James Cameron created like a whole world with languages and shit. Like, I think there's just so much passion and work and money and everything put into that movie. I mean, that's why he releases them every fucking 20 years or whatever it is. But to me, Godfather is just it's the gangster movie. It's the
mob movie.
It's the mob movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The gold standard.
It's
Sorry,
spawned
like
Reservoir
another
Dogs,
sci-fi.
Goodfellas, Scarface. None of this shit is possible without the Godfather. You know what I mean? It
Marlon
created its
Brando.
own. Marlon Brando was such an iconic person. Like, and for me, well, I don't have cable anymore. It's all streaming or whatever. But back in the day, if I saw Godfather, I don't give a shit what I was doing. I'm putting it on fucking Godfather. I don't care. Except for 3. 3 was kind of it was all right.
Yeah.
But 1 and 2 are such iconic movies.
So, does the fact that 3 wasn't that good, does it bring Godfather down at all? Like
if I would have seen the second Avatar, maybe that would have changed things because then we would be doing 2 versus 2 movies.
But to me, Godfather 3, I think I don't think it detracts from it. I just don't think it doesn't add anything to the first 2. I mean, Godfather 3 is not a bad movie. It's not.
No, yeah.
It's not like
if it was a movie by itself, it'd still be like one of the better movies out there.
It's just not, you don't have the iconic actors, you don't have the iconic performances, but at the end of the day, it is a good movie. It's kind of weird because of like the incest shit that goes on.
Yeah,
with it.
That was a little much.
Yeah, but like the first 2 is sick. Like the first 2, Al Pacino is fucking goat because of the first 2.
Yeah.
I'm going Godfather. Like you said, it's the mob movie that
Yeah.
everybody knows. You talk to anybody, they've heard of The Godfather.
Yeah.
And they probably love it more than most movies we have on this list.
Except for Peter Griffin. Peter Griffin doesn't like it. I did not care for The Godfather. What?
In that same episode, that comes up in his cat, doesn't he? Fucking pen in his suit.
It insists upon itself.
There's just so many. Marlon Brando is so sick in that movie.
Yeah.
Act like a man.
He was born to play that role.
Like and I think just the opening scene where it's the wedding, and on the day of his daughter's wedding, that's kind of where he's feeling generous, and he wants people to ask him, for favors, and and it was just so sick. It's just so sick, and like, it's just great. And like even all the sons, their performances are super sick. Fredo, Sonny,
like Al Pacino at the beginning of those movies wasn't like he wasn't even like one of the like good characters, like
yeah,
he was getting hell outshined by all them dudes.
Yeah,
and then he ends up becoming the Don, and like the fact that he took like his acting was so good that he went from a non-notable character to what the entire fucking movie was about.
And that's how it was supposed to be portrayed. You know what I mean? Because like when he comes back, he's not. I don't think he's not a good guy. Well, he is. He came back. He was in the military. You know what I mean? And yeah, he was supposed he was just like his character development just in the first 2 movies is insane. Because like in that second movie, he is the fucking boss. You know what I mean? Like you don't question him. He is the strong hand. You know what I mean? Like he's sick. Just the way he was able to, take that character and just transform it through those movies like that. That's so sick.
Saying. That's how you develop a character throughout like a series.
And who's more iconic than Michael Corleone? You know what I mean?
For real, bro.
Besides Vito Corleone, of course.
All right. All right. Let's go. Let's say something after the next one. We got The Dark Knight against Inglourious Bastards. So The Dark Knight, man, Christopher Nolan masterpiece so far. Like those movies are sick. Like Batman was done injustice until Christopher Nolan did those movies.
Yeah,
I know. Back then, Batman couldn't move his neck. That fool had nipples on his suit and shit.
Yeah,
played by cheesy ass fucking actors.
I like those. I like that movie back in the day because like there were so many good actors in there too. Jim Carrey, Arnold Schwartz. Yeah. Was Uma Thurman in there too?
Yeah, she was Poison Ivy.
Ivy. Yep.
What's his name? Frank
George.
It's Always Sunny. What's his name?
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
They played Penguin.
George Clooney was Batman.
And then you have Adam West as Batman. You have
Two-Face. He's from Men in Black.
Oh,
Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, that's the lineup. That's the '90s like ultimate team. That's the Avengers of the '90s and shit.
That's a super team of the '90s. And with that being said, I don't. The Dark Knight was written beautifully. Like Tom Hardy and Bane, is sick. I like the thing that kind of rubbed me wrong a little bit about that is like Bane is a luchador and he's from Mexico. So they rewrote him to be a white guy.
Yeah,
which is to be an assassin and shit.
I didn't like that, but his Bane was sick. That Bane was cold as fuck. Like
that was like a more realistic Bane.
Just make like your own character, call him something else, and just be like, yeah, he's like a mixture of Bane and some other guy or something.
And then like Joker, I think Joker's always been, he's been like maniacal, but that one they kind of made him like a tragedy, like a tragic maniacal fucking like you understood that this fool was deranged. You know what I mean? Like his
fool was fucked up.
His mind, he was off his fucking rocker, like in the best way.
He just wanted to see the world burn. That's all he wanted.
Yeah,
that's so crazy.
He's sick. Heath Ledger is sick in that movie. I mean, that's
is that Joker the best villain of all time?
I think it's the best description of the Joker.
I think it's the best. I think it might be the best villain of all time. But who knows? And see, like we're going against Inglourious Bastards. Christopher Waltz. That is a villain as fuck.
That is a villain, dog. That is a villain too.
That is a villain.
Holy shit! These might be the two best villains ever.
And like how like Christopher Waltz never loses his composure in that movie. He doesn't give a fuck. Even when he gets caught, he already has a plan. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That fool's not fazed by anything.
Like he was not owned in any room. Or like, and at the end when they do carve the Nazi and like the swastika into his forehead, that was like his comeuppance, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like he said like I get chills when I watch that movie, and to this day, watching him like talk and he scared the shit out of me, like the floorboards.
He really feels evil in that shit.
Yeah.
It feels like you're like, this fool is evil, like he's hateful, he's full of like,
it's not just ignorance, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is
he's a smart ass guy. Like he's like it's one of the most intelligent
calculated evil is what that shit is. That's sick. Wow, fuck. I love both of these movies. Great. And like I think Leo DiCaprio's performance, it's not Leo, what's his name?
Brad Pitt.
Oh, Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt as Aldo the Apache. That is sick. That's such a character. And then like just like all the bastards themselves, like a former Nazi that that kind of turned on the Nazis. That was taken there.
The Bear Jew.
That's
comes out with baseball bat just cracking skulls. Like, oh my god!
How he points out the medals and is like, "Did you get all that for killing Jews?" Like, how are you gonna say if you're a Nazi and a big ass Jew with a bat asks you that? The fuck are you gonna do?
You know what I mean? Right through your goddamn teeth so well.
That's it. Oh fuck! I don't know. This to me is I think a lot harder than when I first had looked at it.
All right. I say on the count of three, we just say the name of the movie we want, and whoever has the most votes, we put that up. Because this is a fucking doozy right now.
Yeah,
like, these are two good ass fucking.
This could have been in the finals.
Yeah, I think so.
And we're getting this in the quarterfinals. All right, count it down, Jake. What are we doing? Let's do this.
All right, let's do this. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Inglourious
Glorious
Dark Knight.
Bastards.
Oh, all right.
R.I.P. Dark Knight. Fuck.
Yeah. That's
Can't believe we're putting that Joker out in the quarterfinals. That's that's nuts.
I think The Dark Knight will make its return, though. It has to.
It has to.
I think against other DC movies, that's going to shine.
I'd like to see it in a different bracket. You know what I mean? Because that shit is a finals worthy movie.
Yeah. If
just Inglourious Bastards is like that whole movie is just so cinematic.
I just think because like Heath Ledger his performance carries The Dark Knight so well. But I think everyone in Inglourious Bastards had sick ass acting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good argument.
Like one person just carried, like it was everybody. Like that whole movie was all those people.
Because like the first Dark Knight movie with Scarecrow, I mean, I don't think like
that was this. It seemed like it was them trying to find their footing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it hit its the peak was 2, and then 3 I think was a great movie too. But I think Inglourious Basterds is all time. I like acting performances.
Yeah, that's some of the best acting there ever was, man. Fuck. All right, so we got our final four, boys. All right, for the people listening on Spotify, Apple, Google, whatever it is, we've got a final four, and it includes The Godfather, Pulp Fiction, Inglourious Bastards, and The Mask.
Fucking The Mask. Shout out Jim Carrey.
Right.
These are fucking sick movies, and then you got The Mask. I don't necessarily know if The Mask deserves to be up here with these other 3 movies. But
that happens,
The Mask or Ace Ventura.
That happens with brackets. You know.
Happens with brackets. That's Dark Knight gets knocked out early. The Mask moves up a little.
That's so fucking crazy to me. That's so crazy to me, bro.
Like, look at the bracket it came out of, though. Like, Joker, the other Joker, beat it.
Silence of the Lambs.
Kill Bill, Silence of the Lambs, The Wolf of Wall Street, Fight Club, No Country for Old Men, and Ace Ventura.
Fuck. That's good. That's the underdog run right there.
Yeah, that's the
if it's a movie to do it, that movie is gonna do it because that movie is fucking. That movie is sick.
That movie's fucking timeless, bro.
It's funny, huh? Like I like when they're emptying his pockets at the end. A picture of Calloway's wife.
What?
It pulls out a rocket launcher. I got a permit for that.
A whole rocket launcher out of his pockets.
You married her?
Yeah. Fucking slaps him and runs away. Huh?
That movie is sick.
Yeah.
That movie's funny.
All right. And it's going against Inglourious Bastards, man.
Yeah.
Are we starting here? Are we starting with Inglourious Bastards versus The Mask?
I think so, man.
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
All right. Fucking timeless movie versus like an all-time good
comedy
acting movie by everybody.
Like no cap, bro. When I was young, man, I used to have The Mask on fucking repeat. Like, that's all I would cry unless that shit was on the fucking TV. You know what I mean? Like, The Mask was just so sick. It's such an iconic movie, bro. Everything about it, like even the detectives, them fools are funny. Like both of them, like the the cynical, kind of bad cop, and then the goofy ass good cop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the dog in there was tight. What's his name? Fido. What's his name?
Yeah.
Milo.
Cheese,
Milo the cheese. I know the keys.
Not the cheese. The keys.
And like even when the other Fubi, like the whole concept of The Mask taking on your true personality, like Jim Carrey is like a goofball fucking cartoon, you know what I mean? But he's also like a hopeless romantic and shit. You know what I mean? And then when that guy puts it on, that shit is pure evil. Like that fool is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That fool is low.
Like when he gets shot all a bunch of times and he like sucks in all the bullets and shoots it back like a machine gun out of his mouth. That's sick. That's sick. That fool is
beating Inglourious Bastards though.
No,
It
fuck
doesn't.
no.
Oh, that's a good movie, but fuck now.
Yeah. Talk about the mass meeting, Glorious Bastards. Fucking stupid. Bastards is the Inglorious Bastards, dog.
Yeah. I don't think
That movie makes you feel good to be a fucking American. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck Nazis, America,
Uh-huh.
AF.
We saved the world.
And we saved the
we
world.
saved
We
the
killed
world.
Hitler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That's sick too. That's such a sick scene when they kill Hitler.
Yeah. The French
Wow.
girl burns down the theater with all the Nazis in it.
And that fools die, huh? The fools that do that, the Bear Jew and I don't know, the Bear Jew, that little guy, and
They
like
blow up with the C4 and shit. Or the
yeah,
dynamite.
that's sick. That movie's so sick.
Do any of them live after that? Oh, Aldo. And the dude from The Office.
Yeah, BJ Novak.
Yeah.
He's sick.
Yeah,
Well, he
he
doesn't
was
really
in
do
that.
much in there, but he's good.
No, yeah, he's. What was he doing during that whole thing? Because he wasn't in there with them foos.
Because it was the German in the theater. It was the Bear Jew.
No, the German dude died in the bar.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's.
Oh, I forgot about that whole scene, dog.
That's
God damn.
sick. And then the way he says 3. Huh?
I got 3 drinks, and then they do it like that.
He's like, that's how I could tell you're not German. He's like, I got my whatever aiming at your nuts. He's like, oh, that's funny. Mine's been doing that the whole fucking time.
Since you said that.
That's sick. And then that girl, she has good acting too. That actress lady.
I don't know who pulls a cigarette, and just it's like, don't mind if I go out speaking the King's English or something like that.
Yeah, he's by all means, who just talks. British.
Oh yeah. Takes a shot and then they just all shoot each other up.
That guy's a pretty good actor too. That Nazi guy.
Yeah. Like he could have been the villain if Christopher Waltz wasn't in it.
Yep, and I would have bought it. I mean, that guy's sick. He's an asshole. But Inglourious Bastards, R.I.P. The Mask. You came a long way. You beat a lot of good movies, but ain't no stopping the bastards, baby.
Yeah.
Ain't no stopping America, baby.
Ain't no stopping them. So unless it's possibly Pulp Fiction or Godfather, man.
Oh, this is stupid. This I think is the hardest one so far.
This might be the hardest one.
I mean, The Dark Knight versus Inglourious Bastards, that was a hard one, but how the fuck?
Godfather, you have
break it
one
down.
of Quentin Tarantino's greatest movies versus literally the movie of the mob movie. Like when you think of mob movies, you go to Godfather.
To me, I think there's a good argument for Al Pacino to be the best actor of all time. He's had you had Carlito's Way, you have Scarface, you have Michael Corleone, you have what's the other one?
The movie,
The Devil's Advocate.
Yeah, The Devil's Advocate. Like he's fucking sick in that movie. At the end, you're like, this fool really could be the devil. Like that's.
He has
if I thought of a human person as the devil, it would be like that Al Pacino.
Yeah.
Like that fool is nuts.
And whatchamacallit too? With that movie where he's a coach with Jamie Foxx.
Oh,
Any given Sunday.
Any Given Sunday, yeah. That might be the best football movie there is.
Yeah, and he's sick. I think he plays a sick ass coach in that movie. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. Like I said, I think he's up there with one of the he's top 5 greatest actors of all time, and it all started from this performance. Mm-hmm. From fucking Michael Corleone. There's not a more iconic gangster than Michael Corleone, man. That fool is fucking. He's the best, man. He is the gangster.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck.
Then you got Pulp Fiction with all its iconic moments, though.
That
you have the whole Samuel Jackson and
Travolta. They play off each other so well. Huh?
Yeah, that's a good duo in that movie.
Who knew that was
play off each other?
Who knew that was a duo that we all needed? John Travolta and Samuel Jackson.
Right. And when you first see it too, the opening scene when they come together in the elevator, you're just like, that's just weird. Who are these guys? I think that's the crazy part is Tarantino understands shit like that. He's he understands how the viewer is gonna see it. Putting Travolta and Samuel Jackson, he probably thought that people are gonna be intrigued as soon as they see these two on the elevator. the hell are these guys? Like, why are they dressed up like that? What are they about to do? You just have all these fucking questions immediately, and then the fool goes and knocks on the dude's door, and then like that whole fucking scene ensues, and you're just like, it's fucking nuts. Like, that's a crazy ass movie.
And it's so crazy how like they're able to pretty much tell, what is it, 4 or 5 movies in one movie. Like, if you just watch any one of those like little things, that could be a movie. You know what I mean? And it'll be a good movie. Like if you just watch Bruce Willis' story, if you just watch Uma Thurman, if you just watch, John Travolta's and shit, like all that is just so sick. It's such brilliant story writing, man. Such a creative way to tell all these stories.
Yeah.
It's sick.
Yeah.
Like he made 5 movies into one and like connected them beautifully.
I mean, John
the whole
Travolta,
Marvel's universe in one movie.
he gave John Travolta a real acting career after that. Like before it was just like Grease, because I don't remember him in anything else before that. Like I don't.
He did.
He wasn't even in Grease too.
No, he did. What's it called? Right before this, right before Pulp Fiction, I think. Look Who's Talking with the baby.
Oh
Remember
yeah,
that movie?
but see,
And
even
like
that movie was
everybody
kinda-
hated it. Like that
Yeah.
fool. Everybody was like, "We're not going to use this guy no more. He's over. He's done." And then he did Pulp Fiction and brought it back.
Like we were able to see a different side of Travolta instead of just like the family-friendly, jokey, fucking
Yeah.
corny shit. Like even Grease, he's corny. It was a corny
Yeah.
fucking movie.
It's just
He's
easy.
damn good on Pulp Fiction, man.
Like when Bruce Willis kills that fool, that's insane. Like
Yeah.
he walks in there, and just sees the gun and shit, and grabs it, and then the toast pops off and scares the fuck out of him. And that's like a classic joke too. Toast scares the shit out of everyone.
Toast popping up, everybody freaks out, starts blasting, starts jumping around and shit.
Shoots that fool in the toilet, huh? All right. You want to do it, Jake?
Yeah, I'll do it. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Godfather.
All right. Hell yeah.
Fuck. I had predicted Pulp Fiction versus Inglourious Bastards, I think. But I kind of switched up. Godfather, I can't go against Godfather. That's such a great movie, man.
I thought it was gonna be Pulp Fiction versus The Mask.
Oh,
Fuck, it
yeah.
was close.
All right. We got our championship matchup, guys.
Fuck, I don't know how to feel about this.
I think we should just end the whole podcast here and just
Let people decide.
yeah.
Oh, fuck. This. I love both these movies, man. But now that I'm looking at it, right now, initially taking a look at it, I do think it is a bit one-sided. But I think once we start talking about it, I'll be able to be swayed. So what's
What
the
are you leaning
championship?
towards? Godfather?
For those listening, the championship is Godfather versus Inglourious Bastards. I think it'd be good. Let's kind of go through the movies that both these movies have went through.
Yeah.
They
Down,
beat.
down. All right. So in the first round, Godfather was against Inception.
That's easy clap.
Yeah. Round 2, Godfather up against Apocalypto. All right,
That's
the
easy
Apocalypto.
I think that's easy clap too. I mean, Apocalypse is such a great movie, but it can't compete with Godfather.
That speaks to how good Godfather is, because Apocalypto is a sick ass movie,
Oh, yeah.
and it got easy clap by fucking Godfather. You know?
It's like heavily one-sided on that matchup, and yeah, that's crazy.
Same thing
That's
with
crazy.
pretty like Avatar, pretty much.
Yeah, Avatar too. Like I didn't really think about it too much. I was like, yeah, Godfather's probably gonna win. And Avatar is like James Cameron's masterpiece, man. That dude spent like 10 years making that movie.
Yeah, it's created a whole universe,
Learning
and
the
Godfather
language,
just
the
fucking
whole world.
claps it.
Yeah. And then the ultimate showdown, man. This could have been the finals easily too, man. Godfather and Pulp Fiction.
It's like it had such an easy road up until now, and then I think this it's forged through the fire now. Godfather is a fucking sick ass movie. I think when I really think about it, it is an all time great movie.
It's just a beautiful story, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful storytelling, but also like beautiful violence. You know?
If I asked you,
Beautiful acting and shit. Like it was just like it's
if
one
I
of the
asked
best movies.
you to just like randomly one day, if I asked a million people out there, if I just went around asking everybody one at a time, name a movie, most people are going to say The Godfather. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think so too.
Like that's probably just going to be the first thing they think of is a movie. Oh, Godfather. or something, you know?
It's one of those desert island movies. Like if you had to take one movie to a desert island, you would not be disappointed taking Godfather. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that was a tough one because, I mean, I bet you a lot of people would have said Pulp Fiction, too.
And the reason why,
agree.
now that I'm thinking about it, that I think I did choose Godfather over Pulp Fiction is because there is more of a body of work to Godfather. Like you have 1 and 2. You know what I mean? With Pulp Fiction, it's just the 1. But like Godfather 1 and 2 are respectively like all-time great movies, I think.
That's a good point.
Independently.
It's 2 of the best movies ever.
Again, yeah. And 2 of the best, like Al Pacino just gets better in Godfather 2 in my eyes. And just like being able to incorporate like the whole Florida, Cuba part of drug, like, you know, in the 80s and like that whole part of like gangster stuff, like, and casinos and all that. Like they just cover on so much of the criminal underworld at that time. You know what I mean?
Even the games were fun. You remember the games?
Hell yeah. The games
those are some of the best games I ever played.
And just like look at like the whole, you know, leave a gun in the bat and you know, in the toilet in the bathroom.
Oh yeah,
you know? Like that whole like they done so many like not spin-offs, but like they like put that in like so much different like pop culture shows, and that's like such an iconic like idea and concept now.
It's an influential movie.
Yeah,
super influential.
And then like the grow and shit. That is sick. Chopping off the horse's head and straight mafia intimidation.
So, Inglourious Bastards in round 1 beat possibly one of the most popular movies of all time in Forrest Gump. So right out the gate, this movie is knocking out Forrest Gump. When we first did this, I did not think Inglourious Bastards was going to make it to the finals because I was like, there's a lot of good Tarantino movies.
For sure.
Yeah, but then you break it down like we did,
sick.
And so then you go on to round 2, 300.
Fuck.
300 is a sick movie, but it is not touching Inglourious Bastards.
Inglourious Bastards is clawing its way up this bracket, whereas Godfather kind of just breezed through everything. And I don't know,
like this one, it's fighting its way up the bracket.
I feel like the bottom half of this bracket was a lot stronger.
I think so too. But I don't know. Is Godfather just such a good movie that it's easily clapping a lot? Right? Like, what about Godfather versus Forrest Gump? Like, how is that? Like, I think Godfather claps.
Yeah, I think Godfather claps.
And I think Godfather versus the
Dark Knight series.
Yeah, the Dark Knight.
I think see, for me that's an easier clap. I don't know.
What about Godfather versus The Mask?
Fuck, I think we're making a super sick argument for The Godfather, even like comparing it to the other movies. Like, what about Inglourious Bastards versus what's the other one? Inception? That's an easy clap.
Yeah.
And what about Inglourious Bastards versus Apocalypto? That's an easy clap for me too.
Easy. Yeah.
What about versus Avatar? That's an easy clap for me.
That's easy. Yeah.
Fuck. See, all these movies are
toughest battles right there against The Dark Knight and The Mask.
All right. And what about Inglourious Bastards or Pulp Fiction then?
Fuck. That to me is fuck. That's more. That's more of a close. I think a close battle.
So are these our top 3?
Inglourious Bastards, Godfather, and Pulp Fiction. I would say, yeah.
I think those are the 3 best movies I think I've ever seen.
I think so.
I think upon talking, I think these 2 movies do deserve to be where they're at, though.
Yeah, but definitely. I don't think The Dark Knight would have beat Inglourious Bastards either way.
Inglourious Bastards is too sick.
Inglourious Bastards is it's a work of art. Just like
there's not a bad fucking actor in that movie.
For real,
there's not a bad moment in that movie.
Yeah,
bro, the opening scene, the opening fucking scene is one of the most like sadistic fucking things I ever seen in my life.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
and that's sick. That's
just the opening scene of meeting that boo and the way he fucking manipulates the entire fucking thing from the beginning to go exactly how he fucking planned to be able to shoot all the fucking Jews in the floorboard. He walked in that fucking house knowing, I know where they're at. I think I know how to think like a Jew. I know where they're at. They're probably
and the fact that he compared them to rats.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like if I was a rat, where would I hide? You know,
that's
what I mean,
probably why he said it. You know.
And then like how he's talking to him in his language or German or whatever, he just taps on the floor. And then he's like, yeah, and he just keeps it on. Like, he calls in his soldiers, and he's just talking, like, trying not to throw off, like,
he
scent,
says, ladies, come back in. And it's all his soldiers.
And then, like, oh, bon voyage, mon chéri, and then she's, like, running. Her whole family just got sprayed up. And like, just him being able to say it in that tone, like, just imagine the kind of trauma someone would, like, go through that. And he did that to everyone. You know what I mean? He's probably done that to so many Jews, and like, it's insane. That is an all-time great acting performance. Sadistic fuck.
Evil, just pure evil.
Yeah,
that is so sick. And the fact that he makes someone like that likable, like, I actually like that from that movie. I think he's like a cool person. You know what I mean?
Like a cool,
sadistic as fuck, but that's a good that's a good character.
And even the thing, like, when they're eating dessert in that restaurant and she meets him again, and like just the fear that she gets when she talks, and like he's still the same way. You know what I mean?
Do you think he knew right then that was her?
I think so.
It kind of seemed like it did, huh?
Yeah, because remember when he offers milk or whatever, and she's like looks at him all crazy because like she grew up on a dairy farm. I think that whole thing was him just kind of indicating that he knows who she is.
Yeah.
And like the thing is too, like at the end, I don't think he actually liked the Nazis. I think he's so sadistic. I thought he's
just a psycho, and he had a reason to be able to do all this stuff.
And I think he was better than I think in his mind he thought he was better than even the Nazis.
Yeah,
because he was so quick to turn on them. Like he had that plan. If I ever get caught, I'm gonna do all this. Fuck the Nazis. Like he was so quick to say fuck the Nazis. You know what I mean?
It just gave him a chance to be evil, and just gave him a chance to do whatever he wanted.
That's such a fleshed out character, bro.
Yeah, that's one of the best characters I've ever seen in my life.
And like him being able to act like to be that person, like who else is going to be that person? Like Inglourious Basterds is nothing without Christopher Waltz in that movie. Like that's such a sick fucking actor, bro. But fuck, how's it stand? And with all this being said, how's it stand against Godfather, man?
That's what I was about to say. So what are we standing on?
Oh, I hate this.
So we got Al Pacino versus Christopher Waltz, pretty much, and then with Brad Pitt back, oh fuck, seeing Vito Corleone to me is such a sick Don, bro. That is such a sick character too, man. Don Corleone is like that's when you think about like an old Italian fucking mobster, that is the dude, man.
You think of Marlon Brando.
You think of Marlon Brando, bro. He is the Godfather, man. Vito Corleone is
the bastards are just clean with it, dog. They're straight American Nazi hating motherfuckers.
And I hate Nazis so bad. I hate KKK and all that shit. And to see that movie, like how they portray Nazis in there, and like, well, because I think Christopher Waltz plays the perfect villain, and I also think the bastards play the perfect heroes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I want Americans, soldiers to fucking represent me, I want the fucking bastards. Like that's
yeah.
Like and just the fact, like even little things like how Aldo's doing fucking coke the whole time.
Yeah.
Like that shit is crazy.
Interesting. Talking, huh?
Arrivederci.
His terrible ass Italian, huh?
Yeah. Just Superman, huh? Well, I'm 1/16 Apache, huh? So I want my scalps, huh?
You will get me my scalps.
Each one of you owes me whatever scalps.
Each one of you owe me 1,000 Nazi scalps.
And I want my scalps.
My scalps.
He's sick.
Goddamn.
He's sick, and he's not sadistic, but he loves fucking killing Nazis.
Yeah,
that's what the whole thing of the bastards are. They love killing Nazis. Like that's their whole thing is killing Nazis. Like that's
they're an elite hitman. They're an elite Nazi killing squad for America.
Yeah, they're the black ops of killing Nazis.
Yeah, they're dropped behind enemy lines.
They were in Germany that whole time.
Remember he the British dude goes up and tries to talk to the former Nazi guy, and then he walks up to the Apache dude, and he's like, "Wow, your friend in there is not so eloquent, is he?" or something. And I was like, "Is that what you wanted for this job? An eloquent man?" Just
I don't want to be
like definitely sick. Brad Pitt is like, to me, I think that's Brad Pitt's best performance as an actor.
Yeah.
Is in that movie as Aldo the Apache.
How can we satisfy you?
Well, I really love McDonald's cheeseburgers.
Well, how about a double cheeseburger?
Ooh, can we add some greens and some reds?
Fresh lettuce and tomatoes? You got it. It's called the Daily Double.
Must be double the price.
Nope, just 99 cents.
Are you kidding?
Just 99 cents.
You know I really love fries, too.
Okay, and a Coke for just $2.99.
Now that's a work of art.
The 99-cent Daily Double. What you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
I give us a countdown. We talked enough about this shit.
Yeah,
Let's get a winner.
All
Man.
right, let's see if this is unanimous or if it's split. Ready? All right, 3, 2, 1.
Inglourious Bastards.
Oh,
Ooh,
fuck.
I was about to say that.
Me too.
but-
Like,
I just wanted to go for the upset, man.
And Glory Father.
Glory Father. God Bastards.
I go Godfather, man. I just can't like
It's usually
Inglourious Bastards
cozy.
is so sick. I can't go
It's
against Al
Inglourious Bastards
Pacino
is
and
just it's
Marlon
so
Brando,
sick.
man.
But
Which one did
Godfather
you
is
pick,
just
Jake?
a story. Godfather.
Okay. Bam.
Like to me,
Oh shit.
like I said, I think Al Pacino is the greatest actor of all time. I think he's to me he is the fucking actor. You know what I
Like
mean?
both those movies was like good actors, good stories, good
Yeah.
movie, good action. Like everything in both of those movies was like they were spot on. Nothing.
And I think
missed.
if we're talking about greatest actors, you gotta put Christopher Waltz in that
Yeah.
conversation.
Like he's only been around for so long in America, at least, and like he's already one of the best actors I've ever seen, but like bar none. Like he's in with like a handful of people that I would consider as the greatest.
Yeah, and like to me, it's just Al Pacino's body of work, man.
Yeah.
It's second to none. Like this, he has all time great movies. All of it.
And another like
sick.
the Pulp Fiction argument that we had too is like that's two of the best movies of all time. Like not just one. That's like both of those movies are probably top 5 movies ever. You know,
Yeah,
and they're both in there. Like that's fucking crazy.
and it's all because of Al Pacino, man. I mean,
Yeah.
he sells The Godfather, man. He is so fucking sick. And like, how are you gonna follow up? Like, I don't see anyone else being able to follow up. Like, even one up Marlon Brando's performance in Godfather.
Yeah. And
What he
did.
does. You know what I mean? He makes Marlon Brando kind of take the backseat as far as
Yeah. Expendable.
movies. Yeah, which is crazy because that like when I think of a Don in a fucking Italian fucking mafia, I'm thinking of Vito Corleone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then you just see Michael Corleone, and he's the next level gangster. You know what I mean? Give it a question of the day, there, your boy.
All right. Question of the day for the folks at home listening, watching, however you want to tune in to the BSB podcast. Here's the question of the day for y'all. What is your guys' favorite childhood memory? What is the one thing that is like, you think of childhood, you think of that. You think of that moment or that thing that you did.
Okay.
Let us know in the comments down below. And tweet us at Box State Boys Pod. Hit us up on Instagram at BSB Podcast and TikTok at Box State Boys Pod.
Yep. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Don't forget to give us 5 stars and a rating and a review if you can. That'll help the algorithm with Spotify and Apple and all that stuff. Yeah, I think that was a great one for the books. How you guys feel about that?
I think it was really entertaining, man. I had a lot of fun talking about this shit.
That's fun, huh?
Yeah.
That's fun than I thought it was going to be.
Me too.
I'm down doing this
I thought it was
again.
gonna be fun. Like I think I came in with like the highest expectation of it, where I was excited for it, and it still I think turned out funner than I
It
thought
broke
was
that,
gonna
huh?
be.
It
Yeah,
hit your expectations.
yeah, it passed them.
I didn't realize
Yeah.
how good fucking entertainment these movies are, man. This shit is art. Like these fools are
Yeah.
fucking acting their asses off.
Yeah, that's what
Like
I'm
these
saying.
are good ass fucking movies, man. Shout outs to Leah Butler and Chaos and Roadies. They followed us on everything. They responded to all of our posts. Shout out to you guys.
Yep.
Hey, I'm gonna give a shout out to Southern Pitt barbecue. It's Memphis style barbecue. They always hook me up. They got the best turkey legs in town. That is even better than the ones they sell at the flea market. Yes, I did say that. Shout out my man Mario. Me and him are both Mario. He's a salt of there type of guy. He's working out of it. He has like a little truck, but he's trying to get a lot. He's gonna try to create this thing called Little Memphis, where food and culture from where he's from. And you guys should see the commercial for that if you don't see it already. But shout out to him. You guys donate to him and show him some love.
Yep. And shout outs to Lurk for the sponsorship. Also, don't forget to use that promo code BSBoys at Lurk Designs. All right. Sound good? Everybody happy?
I'm happy.
Let's head on out. You guys have a good day. Thank you so much for joining us today if you're listening to this. Oh, so let's hit them, man.
All right. Physical health is wealth. Mental health is wealth. Love yourself and love the world around you. Take care.
Peace out.
Love you guys. Peace.